Alright guys, so everyone should have their primary source out and ready to go. You also need to have your notebooks out. We're going to do a little bit of content before we get going in the primary source. Whatever I do not finish in class, it is your responsibility to finish that primary source. So we're going to move quick. Yes, that is the goal. I would like it to be done in class. Thank you, Natalie. So I do want you to take a look at my board over here. Open up your notebook to where you are going to start week 8 notes. We are in period 3. So at the very top of your page, you're going to write period 3, which is super, super, super exciting. By the way, next year, everything I taught you is completely useless. Great. So all the things I've taught you, it doesn't matter. Everything I made for you, all those tests, all those assignments, all those thousands of hours, it's completely useless and going to be thrown in the trash.
And didn't you just create them too?
All of them are for you.
Yeah.
All of them are for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Are
Gary.
you gonna make the class easier to learn?
No, because it's still the same math. I just need more time. But I'm struggling. Here we go. Alright, so on your notes, you're going to write week 8. This is period 3. I would write that at the top of your page. So, a couple things you need to understand is that the Christianity is changing. Okay? It starts with the Paul of Czars. Okay, so Christianity is going to start under Paul of Czars. Now, why doesn't it start with Jesus? You can raise your hand and tell me why does it start with Jesus, Avery?
Because Jesus died.
No. No, Jesus could have done stuff while he was alive. Jesse?
He was really Jesus.
Well, yeah, so it's pretty much all
and
it
like,
was Paul.
Paul like basically started Christianity because he believed that Jesus was the Son.
There you go. Okay, to a degree. Jesus is wandering around the world doing Jesus things, doing cool things, washing people's feet, making one fish into like 10,000 fishes, whatever the story is, I don't know. Okay? Jesus was awesome. He was just doing awesome things. It was Paul of Czars who's like, hey, we got something here. Why don't we do this? So, it's Paul of Czars who starts Christianity. Now, soon as Paul of Czars starts Christianity, everything is going fine. Everyone identifies themselves as Christians, yes? Hello?
Yeah.
Then we have an event called the iconoclasm. The iconoclasm is when Romans go to Constantinople and destroy relics and art. Okay? The reason why they destroy the relics of art is because the Romans are anti-icons. What are icons? Icons are believed that a statue or painting is tied directly to the god, so they pray to the statue, not the god. The Romans are complaining that they are worshiping false idols. Just like when Ryan is teaching you about all of these, like the Acropolis, for instance, right? The Parthenon, how there's a statue inside, and if you believe in that religion, you believe that the god is sitting in there waiting. Yes? Okay? That is an idol. Okay? A lot of religions believe in idols. Christianity is not one of them. Islam is not one of them. Judaism used to be more icon-based, and now it's kind of stepped away from it. Okay? So, what happens is a bunch of Romans get in a boat and go and destroy all of Constantinople's icons. How would you feel if you were in Constantinople and all the religious icons got smashed?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd be raging pissed. So what happens is, after the iconoclasm, we have the Great Schism. Now the Great Schism is the creation of 2 sects of religion. Now what is a sect? If you look over here, when a religion breaks, it creates sects. S-E-C-T-S. So, before the Great Schism, there is one type of Christianity. Now, because of the Great Schism, we have 2 types of Christianity, 2 sects of Christianity. Roman Catholics who are anti-icons, but it's really funny. It's really confusing if you're a Roman Catholic. Anyone here Catholic? Yeah. You have saints and stuff that look out for you, don't they? You're not allowed to pray directly to him. You pray to Jesus, and then Jesus sends the saints to help you. What the hell? Okay? Like, it's just they blur the line a little bit. Sorry, they blur the line a little bit as we get on later, but originally, we don't believe when you're praying to, like, a crucifix. Like, as Catholics, we like seeing dead Jesus on the cross, you know what I mean? We really are into the crucifix. Not just crosses, crucifix. You don't believe that Jesus is there. It's a symbol of Jesus, which is very similar to iconism, but it's not iconism, which is a little different. That's why. All right, so We have Christianity, everything's going fine. Then we start having this worshiping of icons that go in a different way. Then we have the Great Schism, we have the Catholic Church, and we have Eastern Orthodox. Roman Catholics are anti-icons, Eastern Orthodox is pro-icons, and that's what the split is about. Now, the reason why it splits in the first place is there's too much of a distance between them, and that's why they develop naturally differently, correct? Okay, if you and your best friend are if you and your brother and sister are in the same house, are you guys going to be similar?
Yeah, probably.
To a degree. I lived in the same house as my brother and sister, and I am nothing like them. First of all, my brother wears camo all the time, and he loves guns. Does that make any sense? He grew up in the same house I did. Hot damn. Okay? However, with the break, we're going to start seeing we're going to have offshoots here. Now, the next time we're going to talk about a break in Christianity is going to be the Protestant Reformation. And at that time, we're going to create two more sects. We're going to have Roman Catholicism still, because it still exists. And then we're going to have if you're a Methodist, Baptist, Episcopalian, and all that crap, you're an offshoot of the Protestant Reformation. Does that make sense? So that's where you're coming up, but that's in period 4. I just wanted you to know that's coming. What?
The Protestant Reformation, the guy.
The guy?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Martin Luther.
That one.
Yep.
When he nailed something to the door about how you can't
He had 99
money.
complaints. Yeah. About the abuses of power of the Catholic Church. Alright, here we go. So, that is the foundation, and that'll help us with this. Alright, here we go. Byzantine Patriarch Anthony, in a letter to the Grand Prince Vasily I of Moscow, defending the Emperor 1395. This is post Great Schism. So, at this point, Byzantium is what? What sect? Oh my God, people. No. Eastern Orthodox. They're Eastern Orthodox. Why should you have been able to think that? Why?
Because they did the icons.
Yeah, they're the ones doing the icons. That's why the Romans go to Constantinople to destroy them, right? Okay, so they are Russians are what? Eastern Orthodox or Roman Catholic? Eastern Orthodox. So, they are both Eastern Orthodox. This is both post-Great Schism. Okay, now you see this word patriarch. Okay, what does that mean? Kate? It's the head of the church, for sure. Head of church in that region. In that region. Now, at this time period, and this gets a little confusing, at this time period, the Pope in Rome is the same in both religions, in both sects. Today, in 2018, is there one Pope for everyone? No, there isn't. We have, of course, the Pope. What's his name? Francis? Francis. We have Pope Francis, who we used to be a huge fan of. Now I'm not as crazy because he knew about the sexual assaults going on in Baltimore and did nothing to help those children, so a little shady. But there's an investigation in play. However, Eastern Orthodox, they have their own Pope, and do you know what they call him? Poppy.
Really?
That's awesome.
The Poppy. They call him the Poppy, which is amazing. And he comes to Tampa every year. Yeah, he comes to Tampa because Tarpon Springs has the largest Eastern Orthodox population outside of Greece. That's where it's the densest. And he comes every year. Have you ever heard of the tradition in Tarpon Springs where they throw a cross into a lake and a bunch of young boys, like 12, 13-year-olds, jump into the lake to find the damn cross? The guy who chucks it into the lake is the Pope of the Eastern Orthodox Church. He's the Poppy. You can hear people, oh, the Poppy. And so that's why it's one of the things, and the reason why it comes here is because we have the largest population. So if you want to meet a Pope, come meet Poppy, Eastern Orthodox. Pope Francis is not coming to Tampa anytime soon. What do you got? So for AP Psych, for AP Psych's purpose, for AP World's purpose, the only thing you really need to know is the icons and the separation between the sects. All right, here we go. So, Byzantine Patriarch is ahead of that in that region. So guess what? Did they have a patriarch in Moscow at the time? Yes. Okay. So, the Holy Roman Emperor, Holy Emperor, has a great place in the church, for he is not like other rulers or governors of the regions. This is so because at the beginning the emperors established and confirmed the true faith of the inhabited world. What is this implying? The Byzantines were the first to what? They were the first one in the world. No, they're not the first Christians. First Christian empire, absolutely. They're the first ones to really start spreading Christianity on a massive scale. And how did they do it? Pain? Yeah! Nothing spreads Christianity like threatening their lives. So, they convoked the innumerable councils and confirmed the decree and acceptance of the pronouncements of the divine and the holy canons regarding the correct doctrines and the government of Christians. I'm going to simplify this. They created the Bible. They created the Bible. It's the Council of Nicene is going to be created by the Byzantines. They're the ones creating the Bible. Okay, they struggled boldly against heresies and imperial decrees within the council, established the metropolitan sees of the archpriests and the divisions of their provinces and delineation of their districts. For this reason, the emperors enjoy great honor and position in the church, even if, by God's permission, the nations, primarily the Ottoman Turks, have constricted the authority and domain of the emperor still to this day. The emperor possesses the same charge from the church and the same rank and the same prayers from the church. So what is he trying to say here? Jesse? It's a theocracy, for sure. It's a theocracy. However, are they still as powerful as they were before the break? In here, the guy is arguing we're still Byzantines, still super powerful. Do we believe that? No. To a degree. I mean, who's making more money, Eastern or Western Europe at this point? Eastern. Why? Why Eastern, Kellen? Why? You're right. Why are all the rich people in the East? Oh, well, that's not good. What do you got? Silk Road. The Silk Road is going to come through Constantinople. It's going to be the largest trading city in the world. So all that money is coming through. All right. The Chinese, that's a great question. You say Chinese? Yeah. Okay, the reason why China is not that wealthy, they're doing very well. Do not worry about them. They're going to be fine. Their children are going to be fine. The reason why China is because if you go to China and you stand at the shop, are you paying high prices or low prices?
High prices.
You go to China and you stand at the store and buy something from the Chinese. Is it high price or low price? Low price, because the guy next door is probably selling the same damn thing, and the guy next door to the next door guy is selling the same damn thing, so it's a low price. However, if you then take that item from China and you ride your horse all the way across Asia into the Middle East, is that price going to be low or incredibly high?
Incredibly high.
Incredibly high. So all of those people are bringing these cheap goods from China, cheapish. I mean, obviously silk's going to still cost good money over there, but though the prices are going to go to astronomically high by the time it gets back to the Middle East because someone carried it back. Okay? And then that's why it's so expensive, and that's why they're making so much money, because all those goods are coming in. Does that make sense? There you go. All right. The Basileus, Greek term for emperor, is anointed with the great myrrh and is appointed Basileus an autocrator of the Romans, and indeed all Christians. Wherever the name of emperor is commemorated by all patriarchs and metropolitans, bishop, wherever they're called Christians, a thing which no other ruler or governor ever received. Indeed, he enjoys great authority over all, even the Latins themselves. Latins are your Roman Catholics, who are not in communion with our church, render him the same honor and submission which they did in the old days when they were united with us. So much more to the Orthodox Christians owe such recognition to him. All right, here we go. What is the historical context? What is the historical context, Maggie? It's pre or post? Post Great Schism. Schism. Okay. And what is Byzantium trying to do? Trying to show that it's powerful or weak?
Powerful.
It's still powerful. All right. Who is the audience of this piece? Who is the audience of the piece? Garrett, who is it?
Who is the audience? The audience. of the
Nope.
library.
Kate. Grand Prince what? Prince Vasily the First. Why do you know that, Kate? It's a letter. Yes. It's a letter. What is the purpose of the peace? What is the purpose of the peace? Why is the leader of the Eastern Orthodox Church in Byzantium writing a letter to the Grand Prince Vasily of Russia, Kellen? It doesn't sound like he's defending him. It doesn't sound like he did something stupid. All right. Vendela?
Is he like trying to convince him that like they still are just as powerful even after the great?
Okay, to show the power. Still resides in Byzantium. Okay, why would the Romans, jeez. Why would the Byzantiums be doing this though? What is their goal to achieve? Claire?
Well, that's like to reassure the people not to like, hey, we still got them. We don't
Okay, because why? They still want to be what?
like the, I don't know, the capital, like they want to be the
Yes, they want to be the most important part because before the Great Schism, who was the most powerful Christians in the world? The Romans have nothing going on. Why is Rome kind of a crappy place?
Because they fell.
They fell in 472. Okay, they're gonna fall. And is anything really going on there? Is there any wealth being accumulated? No. So when the Byzantines start, okay, the Byzantines are making tons and tons of money. Now the Romans are the Pope still lives in Rome at this point. However, where is the real wealth coming from? The Byzantines. So who become the most important Christians in the world? Because who's going to keep the Catholic Church going? The Byzantines. So the Pope listens to what emperor the most? The Byzantines. Who? Yeah, see, that's why. So now that the Pope is no longer listening to Byzantium, what is the emperor of Byzantium trying to do?
Win back the Pope.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to influence. The region of Eastern Orthodox to unify behind Byzantium to gain power back. There we go. Why would he want to do this? Why would the emperor be sending his top religious official to write letters to Russia? What does he want back? What does Byzantine want, Katie?
probably to either take over or be better than the
There you go. Okay, what else, Jesse?
They wanted like commerce because then it like
They're already Eastern Orthodox.
it led to them being like more reliant on the Byzantines, so then their governments or their economies and their governments were like intertwined.
To a degree. This shows that the power in the East is diminishing. But they are still trying to challenge Western Europe. Okay. All right, flip it over. I want to make sure you guys don't have any homework. I hope you don't mind. Richard I, King of England, an account of goods of a captured Muslim caravan bound to Jerusalem, 1192. All right, what do we know? Is anything really going on in England at this time? Nah. England, not powerful. Not powerful. They don't become powerful until 1517 with the defeat of the Spanish Armada, and that's the beginning of the rise of the English ascent into power. Okay, so they're not very powerful at this point. Okay, it's a king is talking, so that's important. And Muslim caravan. Now, a Muslim caravan. Why are they in Europe?
Trade.
No, There's Muslims located in North Africa, Spain, and a dabble in France. Okay, so is the fact that the English come across a Muslim caravan that exciting? No, because the Muslims are around. It's not like they found a caravan for the first, like it's not super, super rare. All right, here we go. By this defeat, the pride of the Turks was entirely cast down. Okay, so entirely cast down. So the Turks, are they as powerful or less powerful now? They're less. Who do you think is more powerful overall, the Turks or the British?
Turks.
The Turks. The Turks are the most powerful. Most powerful in the world at this point. Why? Why are Muslims making the most money? Why is it a Muslim caravan? Okay, we haven't covered this. The Muslims carry goods over Silk Road. Okay, so the Muslims leave for the Middle East. They go to China. They buy the goods at a cheap cost in China, and then they bring them back to the Middle East and sell the goods. Okay, that's how the Silk Road works. Okay, so was entirely cast down, and their boldness effectually repressed, whilst the caravan with all of its riches became the spoil of the victors. Its guards surrendered to our soldiers themselves, their beasts of burden sumpter horses, and stretching forth their hands in supplication. They implored for mercy on the condition that their lives should be spared. So are they criticizing the soldiers? Yes. Are they making it a bigger deal that they didn't want to die? Yeah, they're criticizing. They're making fun of them. Because remember, who is more powerful, the Turks or the British at this point? The Turks. So a bunch of British soldiers found this caravan and they're like, oh my God, these are the most powerful people in the world. This is crazy. We won! And so they're so excited. They led the yoked horses and camels by the halter and offered them to our men, and they brought mules loaded with spices of different kinds and the great value, gold and silver, cloaks of silver, purple and scarlet robes, and vicariously ornamented apparel, besides arms and weapons of divers forms, coats of mail, commonly called as gangsher, costly cushions, pavilions, tents, biscuits, bread, barley, grain, meal, and large quantity of conserves and medicines. Basins, bladders, chessboards, silver dishes, and candlesticks, pepper, cinnamon, sugar, wax, and other valuable of choice and various kinds of immense sum of money, an incalculable quantity of goods, such as had never before, as we've said, been taken at once at the same time in any former battle. Why do they care so much? Why are the British writing everything down? Why do they care so much, Avery? They've never seen this before. They've never seen so much because they're what? Because they're losers. Because they're poor. Because they're poor. They're like, imagine the first time have you ever walked into someone's house or saw something in someone's house that just tells you they have just crazy money and you're just like, damn! Yeah? Okay? That is what the British are experiencing. They're like, oh my God, look at how wealthy these people are. Alright, historical context. What is happening in the world, Alex?
Turks are really powerful.
The what?
Turks are really powerful.
Turks are powerful because of what? Are powerful because of Silk Road trade. Okay. Audience. Who's the audience of this piece? Who do you think this was written for, Katie?
The British people.
Nah. British people. Okay, they're playing with sticks at this time. They're really not reading.
Inspire them to be like, hey, Mom.
Hey, cool. We stole a bunch of stuff from 6 guys. Cool. We're awesome. Who is it for, Ben? The King of England wrote it. It's not for the Turks. Why would you write such look at all the stuff we got to the king of whoever did it? Who do you think he's writing this to, Jesse? The government? No, he's writing it to his nobles.
That's what, isn't that his government?
What a vague term. To his nobles. Okay, what is the purpose of the piece? What is the purpose, Shabani?
Is it kind of like
It's bragging to a degree. Bragging, but what else? Shivani?
To show the Turks aren't as
Let's not get wild here. Is he trying to get everyone to get like all jazzed up to go conquer the Turks now?
No.
Nah, he's just like, have you ever by accidentally found like money or something and you're like, yes! Are you ready to go conquer the next bank and like take it over and be like, no! He's bragging about it, but what is he bragging? What is the purpose of the piece? Alex?
Just celebrate.
It's just pure celebration of dumb luck. Of dumb luck. Okay? He's literally just happy. Look at all the stuff we got. Okay? Why is it such a big deal? Why would he write this down talking about all the cool stuff they got, talking about how they're just sissies and how they gave it all up so quick, paying?
So they don't have any of that?
They have none of this. Yes, the point of view. The British are so happy because they don't own any of this, because they don't have any of this. Have any of this, so it's a real treat. Can you imagine living a life where cinnamon wasn't an option for you? How often do we take advantage of the fact that we have cinnamon in our lives?
I never use it.
Oh my god, I love cinnamon. I put cinnamon in whatever I possibly can, and my husband knows, and he will say, is there cinnamon on this? No, Samantha, is there cinnamon? I just love cinnamon. It goes in all my stuff that I can get it in. It doesn't go on like chicken and like steak and stuff, but I'll put it on the potatoes.
Cinnamon on hot cocoa is really good.
Why should we care about this in 2018? Why do we care about this? What do you got, Claire? Shows how wealthy, what side? Wealthy Eastern Europe was, and not Western Europe. It is important that you understand that Western Europe is not the cat's meow. The Muslims have way better technology, have better everything. Goodbye. That wasn't too bad, right?